If I were to say Gloriana or Good Queen Bess, chances are you probably don't know who I'm referring to. However, if I were to say the Virgin Queen or the Queen that ruled through the Golden Age, hopefully the person that came to mind for you was Queen Elizabeth I. Elizabeth's leadership in politics and military and religion placed her on the map throughout history as one of the greatest monarchs to ever live. Queen Elizabeth worked to undo monopolies, and that was a really hard thing to do in her time because it pitted her directly against the business people of her country. You see, monopolies really only benefited the owners of those monopolies and the monarchy themselves. The owner of the monopolies would raise the prices of their services and of their goods, and it would really tax the citizens of England. And Queen Elizabeth recognized that, and she cared for her people. So she worked to undo those monopolies so that she can best serve her people. Elizabeth made compromises when it came to policy, but one compromise that she refused to make was when it came to the people that she appointed as her advisors and within her cabinet. Even at public outcry and by pressures of other advisors, she refused to back down and put her advisors up against the people. The chief example of this is her chief advisor, William Cecil. The other advisors didn't want him there. The people wanted him to resign, but Queen Elizabeth stood by him because she trusted him, because she cared for him, and because she placed him in that position, and she wouldn't allow public outcry to take him out of that position. Elizabeth's unwavering attitude that she had towards her advisors also shone in her attitude that she had towards military and war. Biography.com says her defeating of the Spanish Armada was one of the greatest victories that she had in her monarchy and in her reign. And it placed her on the map as saying that women too can rule when men were ruling in that time. You see, King Philip II of Spain sent his entire Spanish Armada to invade England. And Queen Elizabeth I successfully warded off that attack and defeated him because of the fact that she carefully assembled her navy. She put leaders where they needed to be. She built up the ships in modern and of quality, and she also put in tactics that was going to make her have a successful and a victorious military strategy against Spain. And because of that, she was a big military powerhouse amongst all the other nations of her time. Elizabeth also waged war when it came to her religious beliefs. Queen Elizabeth I was very religious, especially to the Protestant denomination or religion. The Catholic Church ruled in her time, and Elizabeth looked to unify the Catholic people and the Protestant people of her country. She wanted her country to adopt her beliefs, which was that of Protestantism. She called for the Act of Supremacy, which would reestablish the Church of England. And she also created the Common Prayer Book, which its entire purpose was to unify the Catholics and the Protestants within her country. But this came at a big cost. Many people didn't like her beliefs, and many people didn't like the fact that she was trying to get people to convert to Protestantism within her country. She warded off many assassination attempts because of this, and even Pope Pius V excommunicated her from the Catholic Church as a result. Elizabeth is deservedly one of the greatest monarchs in history because of her leadership in politics and in military and in religion. She was a remarkable woman that chose to marry her country rather than marry a man. The Virgin Queen loved her people, and her people loved her in return.